Hi guys, welcome back. It's MicheleMarieDalene. I'm a company got soda this time and a gallon of milk for the house. And I took a short nap after the afternoon show, morning show, and I wanted to come down here to get some soda. Only because I wanted to get a drink. I had to get the milk anyway, and I figured I'll do a video at the same time. So. You know, we are seeing new viewers now. It's really awesome to hear that and see that we have new people watching the show. It makes me very happy to see that we are getting more views. I was also happy that the morning show was uneventful, but I'm a little disappointed because lately no one's been on the morning panels. So hopefully today, this evening, we can get some people on the panel. Okay. Now, as I said, I bought a gallon of milk today because, well, for one thing, I do eat a lot of cereal and I do drink a lot of milk, so yeah, it makes sense. And even though we were in Portrait yesterday night, we did not have a significant count in viewer increase. I mean, we had about the same number of people. One interesting data point. What is that, you ask? Well, for one thing, have you noticed the fact is that we actually... There we go. We actually had... Actually, that's the poll. I don't want the poll. Oh, okay. So, the one unique data point was the fact is that we didn't announce the stream ahead of time. And so, a lot of people had no idea that we're live. Which is fine. So today we're going to discuss something on this video that it's been a recurring theme all my life as an adult and as a child. My weight. I'm a big person physically, okay? I'm never going to be a ballerina. Never going to be that small. Never going to be. It's just too late, okay? I'm just too big. I'm just too big, heavy, stocky, and that's fine, I guess. I just, I'm just very happy that, you know, I'm 56 years old. My life has been pretty good. I haven't done anything wrong. Now, I have friends, I have following on my YouTube channel. I have all that good stuff. And that's true. I do. But I'm not going to lie when I say that I wonder if there's more to life than that, but I don't know what it would be. You see, we live in a strange time when you have camera's not, it's not level. That's that. Alright, that's better. Command frame. Yeah. When we have all these people doing these jobs, that don't involve much work at all. Physical labor. We have created labor-saving devices that have pretty much meant we don't need the same kind of strength that we used to have. And our manufacturing sector, for example, we got lifts and hoists and cranes, or in the old days, the kind of job will be done sometimes with block and tackle or with just brute strength picking stuff up. So why do we need so much muscles anymore? We don't. So now you might be asking yourself is, okay, so does that mean in all reality, United States Department of Agriculture's they recommend a daily allowance is changed to? Yes, and for good reason. When the U.S. RDI Health Nutrition recommendations came out, it was right during World War II. And the subjects that they were often dealing with were very active people. Soldiers, farmers, not your typical desk jocks, like say in 2024, over 80 years later. So the saying that a man needs anywhere from 2,000 to 2,400 calories a day no longer applies. A woman, on average, is about 1,600 to 1,800 calories a day. Maybe 2,000 peak. That's the energy that they expend or use to do their jobs, right? So if you're just sitting at a desk and you're just mousing and clicking your keyboard and that's it, you're not burning that many calories, okay? But we're still wired to eat like it's 1949. We are wired that way. That's the way our bodies works. But yet our caloric intake in all reality doesn't need to be 1949 levels. Because guess what? You don't need that many calories. You don't have to. You already got enough calories coming in. The problem is our food. And this I talked about it a lot, right? Food. We have got to the point where we have more food than we know what to do with. Okay? And unfortunately, that hasn't really changed. It just got more expensive. Some companies are starting to mix things in the food that normally we would never eat. And we talked about canola oil. You do know that canola oil was used in World War II to lubricate tank tracks, right? It was not intended as a food source. It was a substance that was chosen to lubricate tank tracks because regular oil was needed for the motors and generators in the World War II to keep the military machines running. That's why we have that situation. So, why is that still a thing? I don't know. Good question. But I can tell you one thing. As we look around us, and given the failures of the current administration, the one thing, the reason why people read so much is because of anxiety. For example, anyone who's been keeping up with the news knows this. The Farm Bill has not yet been passed. I mention this so much because it's so important. The Farm Bill has not been passed. What does that mean? In short, it means that with no Farm Bill, there's no protection from shortage of food stamps. Because the food stamps is part of the Farm Bill. Okay? So, no food stamps, no Farm Bill. Okay? You get it, right? No good. So, what are you going to do? Not a lot you can do. Just hope that Congress gets their head out of their ass and passes the damn thing. There was a program that was designed to give forgiveness for student loan debts that weren't being paid. October 1st, that comes to an end, as Snyder Report brings up. That means after October 1st, the federal government's going to be knocking on your door if you owe any back student loans, and they're going to take it to the cleaners. So why isn't student loan being paid? Because people are rightfully afraid that they got to make sure to keep the rent or mortgage paid or utilities paid or make sure that their kids' needs are met. They see student loan payments as last resort. Of course, Uncle Sam don't like that. We know that. Uncle Sam's like, hey, you got to pay us first. Well, unfortunately, when you got to realize the reality kicks in and says, I'm sorry, I got to pay my rent first. I got to pay my utilities first. I got to pay my car payment first. Because without my car, I can't get to work, right? But the government doesn't care. It never did. It never will. Okay? It's just a reality. So, what are you going to do? What can you do? Now, I wish I could tell you the answer, but it seems like there's a lot of very strong evidence that indicates that Joe Biden's administration is not going to continue on with Kamala Harris. She herself is a mess. She has failed to convince people to continue to support their agenda. Anyone with half of a head is going to tell you their agenda is not to help the American people. She don't care to. She doesn't want to help you. Come on. Don't fall for that crap. You know she doesn't care about you. So, What's going to happen now? Are they going to pass the budget before the fiscal year starts on October 1st? Well, your guess is as good as mine. But honestly, I'd say probably no. Because the Democrats and the Republicans cannot come up with what I call a workable arrangement. They just can't. They're too far apart. There's not enough people in the Purple Party to get any kind of compromise done. I believe it was Abraham Lincoln who said this, and I may be wrong. Although I think it goes back further than Abraham Lincoln. A house divided amongst itself cannot stand. And all because one side can't work with the other side. So a decision that is needed cannot be finished. People can't get things done. People are misery. People are so tired of this boondoggle. So people need to find a solution. Well, it don't look like that's going to happen. Well, anyway, tonight we have a night show. Let's see if we can try to get some people to work with me on a project that me and Comedy Flu are talking about. We want to get Clothless Times, the radio serial, broadcasted. We want to get it ready to be available for people to hear it. It's a radio serial. It's designed to be, it's an audio only show. It can be made into a screenplay without too much of a hassle. But it wasn't intended to be one, so. Love to see what happens. So, anyway, so what happens now with the iPhone 15? Well, I'm waiting for the screen protectors to come, and I ordered some for this phone too. The problem is the tempered glass, and I don't really know how well that's going to stand up. But I did find out after I took the tempered glass off and tested the camera, I wasn't getting that ghosting effect, which was exactly what I thought would happen. So I took Lumi's suggestion and was able to flip it upside down, but some junk got underneath the glass and it looks awful. And I just said, I'm not taking that with me to companies. No, I'll just leave it at home. And take the iPhone 8. So we get the iPhone 8 here because it was already charged up and ready to go. Well, speaking of charge, I don't even know how much of a charge this holds. So, I mean, iPhone 8 goes to power a lot faster than the iPhone 2 SE. It's just the nature of the circuits inside, I guess. Because other reviewers have said the same thing. Even though the iPhone 2 SE is faster, go figure. Well, I find it interesting. But for now, I'm going to get ready to head home, bring the milk home, get ready for the night show, 7 o'clock tonight, Eastern time. We are having an open a panel on NIR Everybody knows the NIR link is welcome to come. It was fun last time on Saturday, so let's see if we can continue that, because that was kind of fun, but it got a little bit crazy, but it wasn't too bad. And everybody had a good time in the process. So for now, I'll let you go. By the way, I will say one thing about this phone. There is some things with this phone I kind of hate. It's not really the phone's fault. It's just the technology. It's terrible in this bright light. I can't barely see the screen on this phone in this light. So, hell, I can barely see anything in this bright light because it's making me squint really bad. But, this is why I couldn't do the show out here on Sunday. Yeah. Because it's too bright. Yeah. So, nice of those a shade. There is in the front of the building companies, but they don't have a table in the front. Oh, they got enough room. Why couldn't they put a table just like this in the front of the store? So that you can get shade. I don't know. Maybe I should ask management that question. Oh, then again, we're very fortunate we have this back area. That's true. Not all stores have this. This is nice, actually, for that reason. Because you get this outdoor setting, which is why we come here. We get sun, get some vitamin D3 on the skin. I get a chance to talk to the audience. And at the same time, I'm getting a little bit of a tan within controlled reasons. And right now, the mosquitoes not biting me because they seem to go out at night than they do in the daytime. But anyway, I gotta get ready to head upstairs, put the milk away, make some fish fillets or something for dinner, and then let me just wrap up with saying one more thing. Am I gonna still eat sweets and junk food? Yeah, probably. Am I gonna eat much? I'll try not to. Okay. Kind of like Carmen said, do you really want to be a dancing hippo? Because if you do, that's exactly what you're going to end up like. If you don't watch that intake, because I don't disagree with that. I really don't. But anyway, listen, I'm going to let you go. It's already 5:14, and I'm going to get ready at home, upload this, cook dinner, and then finally put this up after the night show because it's going to take a while to upload. So for now, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.